Good afternoon to anyone who comes across this 5 minutes of encouragement. Today I'm excited because I experienced something that helped me grow and I wanted to share. One of my daily prayers that I always pray to God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit is to be able to love my neighbors as I love myself. Please, Jesus, let your love overshadow my fear, my judgment, and my mistrust for my neighbors. That is very hard for me to do. That's one of the hardest things for me living to do is to love my neighbor. Not distrust them, not judge them, and not fear them. Um, that's something I've been working with, something I constantly work with as long as I'm living. I had the absolute pleasure to work with a new client this week. And it was absolutely one of those moments where I was like, this is a moment that I'm gonna remember to always help me focal and focus. We was at a food line, and I haven't bagged in a long time. My second job, I help individuals who have disabilities, and it's one of the most rewarding jobs I've had. And I appreciate each person I serve because they help me. They help me grow, and they help me realize how blessed I am in so many ways. So when I was begging for this young lady, one of the customers came by, and in my mind, I was thinking to myself, "This is going to be a problem." By the way she was dressed and by the way she was acting, I judged her. I did judge her. I was like, okay. I thought she was homeless, and I was like, this is gonna be a problem, and it did become a problem. She didn't have enough money to pay for her stuff, and the individual that I was serving started to get frustrated because the lady took her cup of money and just threw it on the counter, and she was like, she the person I was serving had rang up and it was like $9. And I was counting the money in my head while she put it on the table. I was like, she don't have enough money for this. She got angry at me and the person I was serving because she didn't have enough money. She was like, take the candy bar out. And it kind of shocked me when she did it. So the individual I worked with took the candy bar out. It was like $7.61. And I was counting the money on the counter. I was like, she only got like $3. And then she took the candy bar out and it was like seven something. And she turned back around to the person that was behind her and said, do you have a dollar I can have? And the man was like, I don't have a dollar. I don't have cash. And I was thinking to myself, she must have did this before because it was like she was threatening the person I was serving with. And I stepped in. I was like, ma'am, I don't think you have enough money for this. And she was like, but then take out the salad. And it was like two sodas. And I counted in my mind. I was like, you still don't have enough money for this. And I was about to offer to pay for her, but the man behind her said, I'll get it. I just got a car, I'll get it. And I was thinking to myself, wow. Um, I was just looking at her and I was just thinking to myself, that could be me. That could be any individual that made a mistake or did something. Our blessings, the things that we have can be taken away. How did she get to that point? And after the man paid for it for her, she didn't even thank him. And as I bagged to grocery and gave it to her, I said, "Ma'am, you have a blessed day. I hope." I said, "I hope you have a blessed day and safe travels." She just grabbed the bag and kept moving. And I turned around. I was talking to the individual I was with. I was like, "How can you love your neighbors when they treat you like this?" And she said something. She said something to me that was profound. She said, "Because you look past that and try to understand their situation." And when she had said it so casually, but she didn't know how profound that was. And I was thinking to myself, wow, you look past their mistakes. You look past your outer appearance and you just look at someone's heart. And she was like, she probably was embarrassed. And because I asked her, I said, have she come through before? She was like, yeah, she come through every couple of weeks and come to my line. I said, I understand. That incident really made me be like, wow. That incident did make me be like, wow. And made me try to be less judgmental of someone, put myself in their shoes and love that neighbor without looking at their faults or without looking at their appearance. That's a hard thing to do for me. I don't know about anyone who listens to this, but it's a hard thing to do for me. But I appreciate that moment. It humbled me. It did humble me. And I thank God for my blessings. I never want to take anything for granted because it can be gone just like that. And I thank God that man behind her was able to pay for her materials for that day. So love thy neighbors. Don't judge them. Don't fear them. And don't distrust them. That's what we're supposed to do. But I know I can't do that without God. Thank you for each person that came through this. Hopefully that this message give you some strength, to give you some hope. Where's the Hope Community? God bless you.